Good evening. My name is Ethan Blackport, and this week I wanted to focus on the content that we are sharing on social media. As I thought through how I wanted to structure these videos, I want to kind of talk through how my final paper will ultimately be structured. And I wanted to start with content that we share to social media, consuming social media, I hope to talk about next week. And then, Lord willing, I will be able to speak to how we can use social media to encourage others and then also promote conversation. So, throughout this class, we have seen how content can be shared to promote oneself through the sharing of experiences and opinions. We see that people are either brought together or more often than not are driven apart through social media. And I actually think that this is a primary purpose of sharing anything on social media. I think there are exceptions, including people that are trying to do charity fundraiser for church or school, articles that may be highlighting important news, or even things like Marines that are returning home from war. But I would say a majority of the posts I see shared in my media circles, and even articles or posts that I choose to share, are driven by an internal way in which people are looking for approval. People want to share what they think and then what they're ultimately striving for in society. I guess I am brought back to the Bible when we think about how we can use information or content that we share. And I think that who other than Jesus can we go to as the perfect example of one that promoted not himself, but promoted his heavenly Father. Throughout Jesus' life, he did nothing to bring glory to himself. His purpose was to point people to his heavenly Father. And even though throughout the Bible we see Jesus healing people from horrible diseases, Jesus raising people from the dead, and then Jesus ultimately sharing a hope for a eternal future with his Father. None of this is to draw attention to himself, even though Jesus was ultimately the one who could have said, "Hey, this is for my own glory." As we have continued to go throughout this class, we started to see how technology, the internet, and social media have an effect on oneself and the human interactions that we have with others and the ways in which we then think and communicate with others. And I am posed with the question of why do we post content to social media? What is our purpose of using this technology? Even though technology is not bad in and of itself, we must continue to keep ourselves in check to make sure our motives are in the right place. Are we asking, what would Jesus do, to quote the old motto, when we are sharing and posting content? To wrap up this thought, I'm challenged that anything that I share or post should not be something that is purposed to bring attention and glory just to myself. We should be asking ourselves at each post, what is the purpose of this post? And I think that's something that if we can take the time to truly examine, and ask, is this something that the friends or people who are following me need to see, and then truly ask why I am going to post this. So those are just a couple of my thoughts on how we can use content not only to bring glory to our Heavenly Father, but also to challenge ourselves to ask, is this content that I'm sharing truly needed in this society today? So I look forward to hearing what you have to say. And hopefully that this was something that was at least important, or maybe will bring about some other thoughts for my paper in the future. So thank you, and I hope you have a great night. Bye.